Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris, and today we're playing Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're playing against a Protoss player named Spoony Love on Dusk Towers. And this is going to be a very aggressive opener by my opponent, and I'm just going to go Dark Templar, and first things first I'm going to drop 14 Pylon, and then I'm going to go straight into Nexus and go from there. I do send a probe out to scout, but he dies pretty quick before I can actually look and see what he sees. So that kind of ruins it a wee bit for me. But my opponent gets pretty aggressive, but I guess not early enough to do too much damage. Anyway, it's a pretty standard opening, like I said. You know, first Pylon, then an Assimilator, and that's more just so that I don't forget to get my my gas, start mining my gas. I have been getting better at not having to do that at the very beginning, so I can get my Nexus down faster, so I can get my gateway down faster, and then still getting all of my gas that I need before, you know, everything comes up. So I see his Pylon. He's Pylon probe. He's just coming in to scout just to see what's going on. I drop my gateway, and then straight away I'm going to be going to scout. Well, I should be. And I still haven't sent anybody. But I'm going to be dropping my second Assimilator, and he attacks my thing. And you know, I'm just sort of letting him run around, and I really shouldn't be. I'm going to drop my Pylon, and then I remember to go scout, hopefully. And I just go and scout. But I do see that he's not doing anything for a while, so I send this guy out to see, to see what he can see. And my gateway's just about done. I'm going to send him to go out and scout, I believe. I'm going to bring another probe over. I'm going to drop my cybernetics core, and my base is fully saturated there. I'm going to drop another Pylon, and then I'm going to start saturating my second base. So, also going to be, as soon as my cybernetics core is done, I'm going to be making a mothership core, warp gate, that kind of a thing. So I will be making a. Do I make a zealot? I can't remember. Anyway, we're gonna find out what happens together, I guess. But I'm just fully saturating my second base, and there goes my dead probe, or my wee probe here, and he gets stuck there before I can really see anything, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to drop a Twilight Council. Like I said, I'm planning on going DTs. Got my mothership core coming out. I got warp gate coming out. Excuse me. And still dropping a Pylon for defense in my second base, and then I'm just going adept to get the wall off, which doesn't really help anything with shades, but oh well. Excuse me. Dropping another gateway. You can see that he's going, pretty aggressive as well, and he's got his robotics facility going down. I've got my Twilight Council done. Be dropping my Dark Shrine here as soon as I've got the money. There it goes. And I do see that he's got, a couple of things. He's got, I think, a Zealot, an Adept, and a Stalker. Excuse me, and a Stalker. I'm going to drop a second Pylon for defense so that I can overcharge. I'm just going to fire the overcharge and, see what sort of damage I can do. Do take out the Zealot. Yeah, do take out the Zealot, and going to be just trying to defend while at the same time trying to keep my macro up. Drop 2 more gateways and another Pylon. Going to be making another Adept for that wall off. Going to be starting Blink just in case this game goes long enough to that I can start actually getting out my Blink army. I'm planning on going DTs, but I always want to have a second thing going. Comes out with a bunch more Adepts. I have no idea why he didn't just shade in. He might just be A-moving and forgot. I'm not sure. But I'm just sort of waiting on my... got another gateway coming out. Waiting for my Dark Templar... Or my Dark Shrine, I'm sorry. Dark Shrine to come out. Waiting on that Cybernetics core. Warp Gate to finish up. I really should have just chronoed it out with this much problems that I'm having early game. But I don't know why it took me so long to do. But I do see that I've got another problem, so I just overcharge both and you know, not really seeing any problems here. Warping a Zealot and then warping 3 DTs, and I'm going to send these guys over to his base, see what I can see. I do want a robotics facility because I don't want him to be putting so much pressure on me that I forget to get that, and him just be going DTs this whole time. And push my Zealot out of the way. I have him on hold position now, and just gonna, as you can see, I'm flooding a wee bit, so I'm just gonna start warping in as soon as I can everywhere. Excuse me. Gonna finish doing that. I'm getting that fully saturated. Got my mothership core just about dead, so I just photon overcharge both of those. And I do think I'll lose him. Yeah, I do. But I'm just gonna keep warping in those stalkers now, and got my DTs just about in his base. I do see his robotics facility now, so I'm definitely gonna take that out first. But I do definitely want to keep warping in for defense. Stalkers. I do have blink here in just a second, but I'm just letting my DTs sort of cause problems over there. But I am going to check on him every now and again. I'm going to take out that. I do see that he's got another robotics facility going down, so I'm going to take that out. And you know, just working around with stalkers just to sort of clean up this problem that I'm having. Those zealots though are just ripping right through me, and making an immortal. I'm not really going to need him. Just going to take out his ability to use his warp gates. Really should have destroyed that cybernetics core, but there we go. I do destroy it. But he leaves because he's not really got anything else. I'm going to change it to everyone here. Because of my lack of scouting through the mid game, he's got this, and I really should have seen that. But you know, he doesn't really have anything else. You know, that's really all he went for. But so the DTs, they definitely. I'm just running around trying to scout, see everything he had. But you know, the DTs, they really finished off the game for me as usual. Well, as usual for when I win. Sometimes they don't win. But definitely a fun game. Definitely made me stay on my toes as far as micro and macro. Micro and macro are not really the greatest from me, but you know, I really enjoyed doing it. But I'll have the build order down below. This was a really good example of, you know, my ability to just keep making units because I have the economy behind me, as opposed to him just, I mean, I think he had like 3 probes over here before my DT came over here and destroyed it. But you know, it was a good game. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll have the build order down below, and if you like it, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta!